Hello everyone, my name is Carlie Hamilton and I'm here today to do a scrapbooking layout process video with you. This one is from my wedding album, which you can see here. I'm flipping through my album. The way I like to do things is I like to sort out all my photos and stick them into the sleeves so I can see exactly how my album is going to work out. And then I pick out papers for each photo or for each layout ahead of time. So when it comes to Scrapbook, I just flick through, find a page that sort of grabs my interest, and away I go. Now I already know that I want to use this green one here for the background. I can't be 100% sure, but I believe these two papers are from Maggie Holmes' flea market. Or at least one of the Maggie Holmes lines. And then this blue piece here is just from Coordinations cardstock. I'm sticking down my photo on the blue there as a matte. And I use double-sided tape for my adhesive because I go through adhesive so quickly, and I found that this is the cheapest way that lasts pretty long. And then I think to myself, hang on, I've got all these frames here, maybe I can use a frame. So I flick through the frames and none of them really suit. I much prefer this blue cardstock as the matte instead of having a frame for this photo. I think the blue cardstock really makes it pop a bit, and it goes really well with this floral paper here. So I'm getting my ink. This is a chalk ink by Versamark, I believe. I really love that ink. It's really easy to use, and I pretty much use that to ink all my paper if I'm inking. So I've inked around the edge and sticking it on. I'm watching videos on my computer as I scrapbook. It's right in front of me, my computer. So if you see me use my mouse, I'm just changing a video or something like that. So there we go. That's the basic shape of how my layout is going to go today. What I've grabbed now is my embellishment box. It's full of flat things, so die cuts, vellum shapes. I've got some loose stickers, some smaller tags and things like that in there. And what I like to do is I like to bring out all my embellishment boxes and flick through them and try and bring out as much stuff as possible that I think might work on my layout. Rarely do I use everything that I pull out, but I like to just, pull everything out just to see what I could use, what might go. So a lot of what I've pulled out is, and this is my my dimensional stuff. So in this box I've got buttons and brads and flare and wood veneer and things like that. And again, I'm just doing the same thing, pulling up some stuff that sort of takes my interest, or things that I think might be able to go with this layout. And once I've done that, I just start moving things around the page. I really have no idea what this page is going to end up looking like. I have no real clear goal. I just play around with what I've brought out. I really love this Love You piece of vellum from the Adhering collection vellum. So I am planning on using that as my title. Okay, here's another box. This one has a lot of my bling, my enamel dots, my bigger die cuts and stickers. So again, I just flick through and try and see what I'm really going for here is trying to match colors or something that sort of goes with the sentiment of what my layout is. This is a giant sticker sheet from the Adhering collection, and I haven't used it yet. And I see on there a sticker that I kind of like. It has the same sort of colors and it says Love You on it. And what I like to do with these bigger sticker sheets, when there's something I like, I cut it off. That way I can put it on the page and move it around the page just like the other elements. And if I don't end up using it, then I can stick it in my little die cut box that you saw from the start. So now I've got a large collection of things that I am playing around with. And again, like I still have no clear idea of what I'm doing. And I feel like I need to fill up something in that space there on the floral print. So I bring out my 4x3 cards and just keep pulling them out until I find ones that sort of go. And I end up pulling out these two pink ones that I really love. I think they look great. One of them, the vertical one that I've got there already, that one says I love you. And the other one that I pull out in a second is just a pink. It's got some kind of pink pattern on it. So I sort of tuck them behind the photo there, and I really like that. I think that's going to be the sort of the main structure of how this layout's going to go. I think all in all this layout took me about 42 minutes to do. I think most of the time was spent with me thinking, what am I doing? Moving things around the page there. So now I've decided, okay, I'm pretty committed to this, so I'm sticking down the big floral bit, pulling off my double-sided tape. But double-sided tape is a bit of a pain in the bum, to put it lightly, but as I said, I do go through adhesive so quickly that I've found that this is the cheapest way and the easiest way for me to do it. So sticking that down, and then just sort of putting things back just to make sure that everything seems to sort of fit. I'm doing like a cluster up the top left and then another cluster down the bottom right, so that your eye sort of goes through the picture. This is where I realized that I forgot to ink that piece of paper, and it just felt like it needs it, so I went ahead and inked around the edge there. Okay, now I'm getting a bit of plastic, and I'm going to cover my photo so that I can do some misting. So sorry about this camera going in and out like that. I'm not sure why it's doing that. It's having trouble with the autofocus. So there's going to be that problem with the next couple of videos because I've already recorded them. But I've just, for the videos after that, I've turned off autofocus and the problem seems to have gone away. I'm not sure why it was doing that. So I've used Mr. Huey's and also some Heidi Swap Colour Shine. Mr. Huey's is in Seafoam, and the Heidi Swap one, the colour is Navy. And I love the Heidi Colour Swap one because, colour, you know what I mean. That one is just beautiful. It's got this nice shimmer on it. It is just delightful. I love it. Sticking down this card, and I had a bit of a freak out moment there for a second because it's got that beautiful camera on the back, and they always put two nice sides on one card. Why can't they put a nice side on an ugly side together? They always stick the two nice ones together. In any case, I stick down that one first, and then I realized, hang on, that one needed to get stuck down second, so I had to rip it back up and tuck that bottom one down first and then the top one second. So I've now committed to that circle sticker, and I'll tell you what, this video has been a bit of a nightmare to put together. Disaster after disaster happening, and as I'm trying to record this now, I've got a cat who's being really annoying and trying to get in the way. But anyway, I've stuck down that vellum heart with glue, and now I'm use my pokey tool and a mat to poke a hole in there for that brad that I've stuck down. As you can see, if you can see through that stupid autofocus, I'm sticking down the vellum with my glue, and I love my Tombow glue. It's got a really nice tip there that makes it really easy to stick down delicate things, but glue was the wrong choice for the vellum because it kept on curling, and as you can see, I keep on putting my fingers on it, trying to hold down the vellum so it stops curling up. It's not working, so I end up putting there I'm playing with it again. I end up putting this package down over the top of it just to hold it down a little bit to stop it curling. So for this bottom cluster, I start off with another vellum shape, and I use my double-sided tape to stick it down. Again, I'm getting my little pokey tool and my foam mat so I can poke a hole for another brad. to whack it through. And I think my cat Nala, she's trying to help, but I think she's finally decided to go to sleep. So thank you, Nala. Okay, now I've got another vellum shape there, then I'm going to stick it down with the tape, and I'm going to tuck it behind my photo there. So you've got like a nice real clear line going from the top left corner all the way down to the bottom right. So next I'm going to whack down some enamel dots, and I really don't think too hard about where these are going. I just stick them down wherever feels right to me. So in those two little cluster areas I'm sticking them, and then I've created this another slight cluster here in the bottom left corner, so it creates a sort of a bit of a triangle for your eyes to look around the page. And this here is my October afternoon pop drops, and the packet is so close to be finished. I had a pink heart and 2 green hearts, but the green hearts just sort of didn't really go with this layout, so I'm really looking forward to using up that pack. It's so close to being finished. So here I'm trying to show you a bit of a close-up of the finished layout. I'm calling this done. So I hope you've enjoyed this process video. I'm so glad to be finally getting it out to you. If you liked this, please don't hesitate to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and bye!